We have officially lost it all. How are we trying to cancel Corey Kenshin, but this man is still roaming free and nobody's talking about it? Well, God damn it, I'm going to. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Apolxgy, and listen, if you've seen my last video, you know what we're about to get into today. And if you didn't, go check that video out. Today, we're going to be talking about Dr. Disrespect and how he's humiliated himself by crashing out live on stream. If you're new to the channel, please sub. If you do enjoy this video as we get into it, leave a like. We're going to be reacting to August the Duck today. Let's get into it.
PDF. Anime picture, he, him, she, her.
Well, guys, I think it's time to address this head on. The allegations, the things you've been hearing are true. I have to admit it. Yes, I did cut my mustache too short.
Everything they say about me is true. I am a phony. I think that song that Kendrick made about Drake is about more than just him. Dr. Disrespect, I'm looking at you.
It feels good to get off my chest, address the elephant in the room. I know that's what you were all thinking when you clicked on this video. It feels good to kind of get that one out in the open, feel like I can talk about it freely. But
I don't know. I just got the Dr. Disrespect going on.
We're moving on. Today, guys, we are talking about somebody that I honestly didn't really think I'd be talking about on this channel ever again. However, I guess like when the hype dies down from the news breaking that you confirmed that you like to talk to children, eventually the views go down, the negative hype goes away, and you have to start fabricating shit to get yourself back into that limelight, and well, we're seeing that happen. Yeah, you might have guessed it. We are once again talking about Dr. Disrespect. Woof.
Bro, Dr. Disrespect's crash out and downfall needs to be studied. This is how you should not be, children. I know a lot of y'all, let me look at you straight in your face. I know a lot of y'all want to be content creators. Shit, I do. That's why I'm making this video. But listen, if you don't learn anything else from my videos and you have idols you look up to, please do not be like Dr. Disrespect. In another video we're going to make soon, we're going to be talking about the young nigga streamer Rakai. Bro, trust me, get some PR training or get your home training in check, because listen, it's tough out here. You seen Corey got canceled for looking at ass. What do you think they'll do to you if you slip up, nigga?
Ooh. Now, if you're unfamiliar with this whole Dr. Disrespect situation, the whole timeline here, I'll try and give you a brief rundown, you know, just a real bare bones explanation of what happened, because you do need just a little bit of context to fully understand just how goofy and pathetic the shit this grown man is doing on the internet. Basically, Dr. Disrespect is, or was, a huge Twitch streamer who a while back was banned off of Twitch for seemingly no reason. A few years later, a whistleblower from Twitch said that the reason that Dr. Disrespect was banned from Twitch was because he was inappropriately messaging a minor on the platform. A little while after this broke, Dr. Disrespect went on to Twitter and said, yeah, I was having inappropriate conversations with a minor. He basically said that it wasn't bad enough for him to go to prison or for like the cops to really want to get involved.
He used to have the biggest, like, one of the biggest fan bases on Twitch. Like before the whole IRL shit started popping off and it was just gaming on Twitch, Doc had one of the biggest followings, and it's crazy to see him with like almost none now. And for him, almost none is like 10K.
But that he was having inappropriate conversations with a minor. Now, the average person, I feel like, would see
this shit was crazy when it first came out.
This is a career-ending move. There's really no coming back from this, and you would
came back
hope
like 3 times.
That's the case. However, somehow it just wasn't. This somehow got turned into like a political issue, a left versus right thing, with people saying anybody who's attacking or doesn't support Dr. Disrespect anymore is just woke. They have the mind virus. And somehow thousands upon thousands of people began to proudly defend with their entire chest a 40-something-year-old man who's married with a kid, admitting that he was sexting with a minor. Pretty cool shit we're dealing with these days, huh? Anyways, as things do, all of that came and went. People stopped talking about it, people forgot about it, and well, all the people who still wanted to watch Dr. Disrespect, after learning about all that, they went back to watching Dr. Disrespect. Now, all of this happened probably like 8 months ago, and for a while, I noticed, like it normally does, that all the hype and all the drama, even though it was extremely negative on Dr. Disrespect's end, boosted his views quite a bit. He was doing pretty good. In these days, don't get me wrong, it's not like his views are bad or anything. He still tends to have like 10,000 people watching his streams at any given time, which is a lot of fucking people.
Yeah,
but his videos and his streams are...
For niggas like me, of course, for people that's just starting off, shit, that is a lot. For a nigga that has been doing this for like a decade or two, that shit is crazy. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if there is somebody that y'all used to watch that you came back to recently and seen that they're like super down on views and shit. Bro, the downfall of certain people is crazy. Like, especially when they try to stay relevant on a game that's no longer relevant, it gets ridiculous. But Doc is just dumb. Like, he just did some dumb shit.
Performing as well as they were then in the middle of the controversy. So I don't know if that's why he decided to do what he did earlier this week, or why he really decided to do it, but he went on a rant in a stream where he basically attacks all of his old streaming friends for not sticking by his side after he told the internet he was sexting a minor. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be looking at today, because I think it's unbelievably goofy, it's insanely pathetic, and it's just a terrible fucking look, and I feel like more people should see it. Doing my good deed for the week. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
I think Nick Merck's the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass, he's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did.
You know what I mean, champs? PDF files. Hey, no disrespect to you if you watch Dr. Disrespect. No disrespect. But like let's be honest though. Like, let's be completely fucking honest. This shit, him trying to treat you like he's your equal, or you're his follower, like you're gonna follow him to the depths of hell. Yo, it's shit. It just makes.
I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to though, man. You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low budget podcast and talk about us the way he did, like who does that? Pause the music. Who does that?
Okay, so I apologize for the pretty nauseating editing of this video. I found this on Twitter. It's a pretty clean and concise summary of the rant without all the pausing in between, so please just bear with me. I find it pretty funny how this guy begins this rant by basically saying, I've said what I needed to say, I don't need to talk about it anymore.
And then he goes into a 20 to 30 minute rant on this shit, bro. Mans is salty. He's sitting back looking at all of his friends pulling in 100K and numbers like that, and niggas is in here sitting with like 9,000 people in his fucking live. He got salty and wanted to crash the fuck out on all of his homies. Fuck that shit. I said I wasn't gonna talk about it. Now fuck that, nigga. Lupo, you a bitch.
And then he blabs on about it for another 10 minutes. It's also really weird to me that he specifically calls out the fact that Nick Merckx and Dr. Lupo has met his wife and kid, and that somehow should have like made them more receptive to this. Like, no, dude, I think if there's anybody in the world who should be disgusted with what you did the most, it's people who actually knew you personally and met your family. You're a grown man who admitted to talking to a minor inappropriately. Yeah, maybe the other grown men who met you as a father and met your daughter might not be super happy about that. Doesn't really seem too hard to wrap your head around to me.
Fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a, like he's all
400. Okay, Doc.
Always copying us, transitions, intros, all that stuff. He always has. Like, I'm just gonna go and release some stuff off my mind. Disrespecting me, disrespecting Mrs. Assassin, Little Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out.
I feel like I'm already beating a dead horse, but saying that another man disrespected your wife and kid when you, sexted a minor while being married to the woman and being the father to that girl is kind of crazy work.
This guy thinks he's is Nick Merckx, dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around. He thinks he's like a tough guy putting his
this has to be
knock
an
out
act.
The fight list together.
This has to be an act.
First off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close. No way. Anyways, I just don't know who, like, the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like, you just gotta be, you're lost. You don't do that. Time out. No. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does. Fucking rat's what he is. Lupo, fake.
It's because we had to sign NDAs to make sure you didn't get packed all the way the fuck up. If I was you, I would shut the fuck up, take what I have, and run with that bitch. Swear to God. Cause nigga, if it wasn't for them NDAs to where y'all can't talk about this shit, you're gone. No more Dr. Disrespect. You're in jail. Straight up.
phony rat. There's a lot of people that but I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin.
That doesn't make anything
times. They
better,
met
though.
Baby Assassin. They met
Who
my
gives
family,
a fuck?
right? They know what I'm about, you know?
All right, Jenny.
No, they don't. If you're sexting minors, they don't. They don't know what you're about. And that's why they are so fucking baffled. Nigga, are you dumb? You gotta be. This nigga gotta be dumb, right? Am I tripping? This nigga
Genuine
got
question.
to
Do
be
you guys
dumb.
think-
Bro, he gotta be playing stupid.
Tell. I honestly can't tell. This seems like his character, but it also seems like he's getting a little worked up. You know, he's getting a little bothered by it. So maybe it's not. Maybe these are his true feelings coming through, but don't know how you'd come to the conclusions that he's coming to. Buddy, I don't think the problem, or like the way they would see it, is that they knew what you were about. I think it would actually be the direct opposite. They did not know what you were about, and
Facts.
that's why they distanced themselves from you when
Facts.
you, once again, admitted to inappropriately messaging a minor.
You know what I mean, champs? They got sucked in by an over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people on the internet.
My brother in Christ, are you hearing the words that are leaving your mouth? Little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience.
First off, desperate for attention, little anime. What's wrong with anime? Anime is mainstream. Nigga, I fuck with anime. You got a problem with me, Dr. Disrespect? Nigga, I'll set up a boxing match with this nigga right now. He wants to be relevant so bad. Hey, let this small YouTuber box this nigga, bro. Let me knock him the fuck out. On God. And if you fuck with anime, a little side note, there is a second channel called Apolxgy Rants where we talk about cartoons, YouTube, and everything we can't talk about on this channel. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Anyways, Dr. Disrespect.
People. Would you be
clown.
willing to share with the class, Mr. Disrespect, what sort of life experience you need to think texting what, like, at max has got to be a 17-year-old as a 40-year-old man is a good thing? Because you've used this phrase multiple times. I think you've said this in, like, every video I've made about you on this topic. You say that the people who are getting mad at you, like, don't have life experience. I don't think there's any positive, at least, life experience that you can go through that makes you think doing what you did is good
Okay,
or acceptable.
right.
I feel like that's
What?
fair.
These trolls, and it was blown out and exaggerated. And then you got
tripping.
people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck do we admit? Some jokes and bannering? That's what we said. Wake up. We didn't admit nothing.
Okay, so I guess I'll bite. We can sit here and play pretend, you know, act like we're living in La La Land, and try and convince ourselves, try and trick ourselves that the reason that one of Twitch's biggest streamers at the time was permanently banned purely because they found a few inappropriate jokes, maybe some memes that shouldn't have been sent, between this guy and a minor. We can act like NDAs were signed, the police were contacted, the higher-ups got involved, all because of just some banter, okay? We can
Right,
play
they wouldn't have
stupid
gone
and
through.
act like
They wouldn't have gone through all that shit to get you the fuck up out of there if it was just some jokes and banter. Chill the fuck out. You're
that's what
tripping.
went on here. Even then, why the fuck are you talking to a child, much less a child of the opposite sex, as a 40-year-old man? Why are you befriending a 17-year-old girl on the internet that you talk to enough to get the attention of employees at Twitch? Like, seriously, I don't know if he's playing dumb or if he's just, like, missing some sort of critical thinking skill that is not allowing him to see that this situation is...
We're not even gonna finish this whole video. Shout out to August for this video. Appreciate the content, bro. That shit is crazy. Listen, he has to be missing some fucking brain cells. He has to be. I can't make it make sense in my head. He's all this wouldn't have happened if you didn't bring it upon yourself. Doc, you should know this. This doesn't just happen for no reason. Okay? Like, we've seen and experienced, I think not once, not twice, but maybe 3 times, the bullshit that you are putting this person through and the extent that you went. So I don't want to hear none of that shit. Anyways, those are just my thoughts. I want to know what you think about this whole Dr. Disrespect thing down in the comment section down below. I think that he should have definitely been like super duper canceled, like no platform, no nothing. But that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just a little too harsh. You know what I'm saying? But what do y'all think about this shit? Y'all think he's, you know, y'all think he's in the right? Let me know. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. As I mentioned in my previous video, we will be doing Meet K on Mondays and tomorrow's teachings Tuesdays. So if you do want to get in on this, I will be doing them live. Follow me on Twitch and the link down in the description to come watch with me and get into these videos. Okay, I also have a Discord. Join that as well, because we will be putting our updates and everything that you need to know down in that update section of my Discord. But without further ado, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. We are on the road to 500 subs. Look, I love each and every one of y'all. Okay, and because of that, y'all are my family. I want y'all to stay safe. Please stay healthy, and until next time, I'm out. Peace.